Hey guys, welcome to the Gentlemen's Club. Another episode here for you guys. So, yes, we're going to be quick to the point and just giving you guiders on how to redefine stress. Basically, we're going to call this stress management. So, yes, let's get to it. Um, First of all, stress is not a marker of weakness, right? In my personal life, I tend to find myself in spots where I can feel the anxiety that comes with, you know, day-to-day life and, wanting to, achieve goals in a day, etc. And coming from a person who's, you know, borderline ADD, I have to compartmentalize things, right? So I just need you guys to be able to lock in and understand that um, you're gonna feel anxious in anything, right? This is just the perils, not perils. These are some of the things that come with navigating adulthood. So break down some of those goals into smaller steps. So it's like I conquer this, I conquer the next thing, I conquer the next thing. And let's be realistic. Life is not that simple. It's not that it's just I do A, B, then I get C. There's always going to be forks in a row, but treat every single um, point and things that you're trying to achieve in a day like steps. Okay, there might be a certain thing that gets in the way of that, but it's like, okay, I pivot. And your pivot game is always going to help you, especially in navigating your daily tasks. And stress can come in different forms, like we said, like it might not even come from the fact that it's your daily task, the anxiety to achieve your goals, it can also come in the form of, relationships and relationally, um, this is where this then takes us into the pressure to perform, a lot of young guys often feel the stress that comes from, money expectations, body image, fitness standards, and social media comparison. And it's like, I need you to be able to wean that off to the side and know that, no, you're not under any pressure to perform. You're moving at your pace, And this is like a hyper-sexualized society to where you're falling into a lot of sexual performance standards. And it's like, oh, dude, like if I'm not performing optimally in the bedroom, then I'm less of a human being. Wean that idea off to the side, move at your pace. Set, goals that are achievable, that are realistic, and move according to that frame of view. Nobody's frame of view, because you are on your time, on your pace. So, unrealistic comparison creates a lot of stress, artificial stress. You know what I'm saying? And stress can show up in a myriad of ways. It can show up physically. A lot of guys will tend to clench their fist or embrace aggression because because of the overabundance of testosterone. But listen, again, you gotta be able to live or wean out the idea of comparing yourself to other people. So stress can be managed. Stress can be managed. Like, I don't need you to feel like you're this person that's on this lonely island and there's people who are stronger than you. Nah, man. Nah. You can navigate this and conquer stress. So it's all tied to your nervous system, man. It's all tied to your nervous system. Like, you need to learn how to manage your nervous system. What I typically tend to do as a chronic coffee drinker is, simple practices like putting theanine, like L-theanine, the supplement. You could put the powder version in your coffee to help manage some of the anxiety boosting effects of caffeine, or you could take it prior as a capsule. So yeah, you can find that on Amazon, etc. Another thing that I tend to do is, what's it called? When you use L-theanine, you could ultimately after that just do breathing techniques of, inhaling and exhaling for 5 seconds each. And, for me, my grounder is always my faith, right? And my Christian faith has always helped me to navigate a lot of the perils and anxieties that comes with managing stress and load management. You know what I'm saying? So taking a brief 5 minutes to look away from everything that's happening around you, you know, and just knowing that, yo, there's always greater perspective. So whatever helps you in that dimension, just be able to understand that you have to shift during periods of the day. Look at macro points of view, you know, and not just isolating yourself in your own bubble. You know what I'm saying? So yes, this has been another episode of the Gentleman's Club. I would love to see you guys continue to prosper in your daily lives and, you know, truly conquer stress. So know that stress can be managed. You're not in a lonely island, and I love you. See you in the next one.